Hello, and welcome to Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News. I'm Daniel Pineda. We have a great program this week. We have our news stories, community bulletin board, and 55 plus news. But first, a social media reminder. You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1. Also on Facebook and WERA 96.7 FM. And now on to our first news story for this week. The Virginia Department of Health page provided the following data. For the Arlington District, as of November 16th, 2022, reported cases over all time, 60,362. This is 96 more all-time reported cases than last week's total of 60,266, but only 32 more than the November 2nd total of 60,330. It's also 3 less than the October 26th total of 60,365 and 495 less than the 60,871 cases reported as of October 19th. Although we are obliged to report on the numbers provided, we can also point out the apparent discrepancies. Again, it's difficult to imagine how all-time cases could actually decrease, since an infected person wouldn't later become never infected. As for vaccinations, the VDH site shows that 200,841 people over the age of 5 have received at least 1 dose of the COVID vaccine as of November 16th. That's an increase of 43 over last week's 200,798 vaccinations, which is at least mathematically possible. Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine for 5 through 11-year-olds is still available at the following locations. Arlington Mill Community Center, that's located at 909 South Dinwiddie Street, and Walter Reed Community Center, that's located at 2909 16th Street South. Walk-ins for 5 through 11-year-olds are available Monday through Friday from 2 p.m. to 6:45 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. In addition, free Pfizer and Moderna COVID vaccines are available for children as young as 6 months by appointment only. For more information, consult the Arlington County website. But here's a vaccination reminder. The Arlington County Public Health Division's COVID-19 vaccination clinic, originally opened nearly 2 years ago, will permanently close in December 2022. The final day of operations for the clinic at Sequoia Plaza, located at 2100 Washington Boulevard, will be Saturday, December 17th, 2022. Visit vaccines.gov for appointments through pharmacies and other medical providers in and around Arlington County. Also, all county curative COVID-19 testing kiosks will close on November 30th, 2022, except for the Arlington Mill Community Center location. You can find testing locations convenient to you by visiting VDH's test site locator. Get tested if you have symptoms of COVID-19 before large gatherings such as Thanksgiving and after spending time in a crowd. Learn more about the county's COVID-19 response at arlingtonva.us/COVID-19. Construction has concluded on the west end of Columbia Pike to provide a safer pedestrian and transit experience with the completion of segments H and I of the Columbia Pike Multimodal Street Improvements Project. The event marked the conclusion of 2 years of construction on Columbia Pike between the county line at Falls Church and South 4 Mile Run Drive. Funding for the project included a $12 million grant from the Northern Virginia Transportation Authority. The improvements on the segment include widened sidewalks, durable concrete bus paths, upgraded streetlights and signals, and new trees. The NVTA investment in the Multimodal Improvements Project also includes a sculpture called the Pike, made from a reclaimed 50-foot tall wind turbine wing. The sculpture serves as a gateway into Arlington County from Bailey's Crossroads in Fairfax County. The base of the sculpture is studded with thousands of coins from all over the world, collected from Arlington County residents. This references the history of Columbia Pike as a toll road in the 1800s and celebrates its culturally rich neighborhoods. The upright position of the wing represents an open toll gate welcoming people into the community. According to Dennis Leach, the director of transportation for Arlington County's Department of Environmental Services, this project is an investment in this community to make Columbia Pike safer, more accessible, more environmentally friendly with the addition of trees, and more attractive with the inclusion of public art. The West End is one of 7 segments of the Columbia Pike Multimodal Street Improvements Project to improve safety for pedestrian, transit, and vehicular travel on the corridor. Segments B, E, and G have been completed, and construction of segment F between South Wakefield Street and South Oakland Street is expected to be completed in 2025. Work on segments C and D from South Garfield Street to South Twin Street will begin in 2023. Segment A on the east end of Columbia Pike is part of a federal project to expand the Arlington National Cemetery. Public outreach to residents and businesses impacted by the current segment F construction began in late spring 2022. One final observation. Donald Lipsky, creator of the Pike, is a resident of New York. Once again, Arlington County has bypassed our local artists when selecting a public project. They appear to support Arlington's artists with words but not with dollars or enduring landmarks.
On Thursday, November 17th, a ribbon-cutting ceremony was held to celebrate the completion of the Ballston Multimodal Improvements Project at the Ballston Metro Rail Station. Arlington County officials, community leaders, and project partners were in attendance. According to Arlington County Board member Matt DeFerrante, these improvements to the Ballston Metro bus bays provide an updated, efficient, and welcoming transit experience for people who work, live, and play in Arlington. Our funding and project partners with the Federal Transit Administration, the Virginia Department of Rail and Public Transportation, and the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority were crucial to completing this project, which will benefit Arlington residents and visitors for years to come. This transformation of the Ballston Metro bus terminal is the first of this magnitude since the station first opened in 1977. Since then, the neighborhood has grown considerably, and so have transit offerings, such as the creation of Arlington Transit Bus and the addition of the Metro Rail Silver Line. Improvements include the extension of the public plaza for pedestrians, the addition of a dedicated bus bay for faster entry and exit of buses, upgraded bus shelters, new signage, and additional lighting. The Ballston neighborhood has been the site of considerable development and change in the years since the metro station opened. Changes have included the MedStar Capitals Iceplex and Ballston Quarter, both of which can be reached via elevated walkways connected to the metro station plaza. Elsewhere, Arlington Community Federal Credit Union announced that it will partner with Arlington Partnership for Affordable Housing. They are establishing an individual development account program that they call Building Financial Stability, Fostering Mobility. This specialized savings program is intended to increase economic stability and success. Participants who have completed similar programs have often gone on to reduce debt, become homeowners, or start businesses, among other accomplishments. As a part of the plan, ACFCU will open savings accounts for affordable housing participants. These accounts will be guaranteed by the partnership in order to facilitate regular contributions from participants. The participants will receive a 5-to-1 match on their first $500 saved. Residents can then use these funds to grow personal savings further, pay down accrued debt, or make strategic investments. The participants will also be given financial education on critical topics, including individualized goal setting and matched program savings accounts. ACFCU's CEO, Karen Rosales, said, "Partnering with APAH and other local nonprofits is an example of how we live into our purpose of creating opportunities for impact and inspiring positive change. We are extremely proud to provide the APAH participants accounts and resources to create a savings plan and support them at every step along their financial journey." Arlington Partnership for Affordable Housing has also received financial support from Bank of America, Northrop Grumman by way of NEFLISC Bring Them Homes, and Capital One to launch Building Financial Stability, Fostering Mobility. Here's a reminder about Arlington County's remaining leaf collection schedule. These starting dates are still considered tentative based on weather and other factors. The remaining first pass schedule from November 28th through December 2nd, Bellevue Forest, Donaldson Run, Gulf Branch Country Club Hills, Maywood, Old Glebe, Rock Springs, Williamsburg, and Woodmont. A reminder, only report a missed route after it's been labeled completed on the progress map by calling 703-228-5000. Also, unscheduled leaf vacuum trucks at times will conduct cleanup in neighborhoods between passes. The second pass schedule for runs in December is still yet to be determined. That's enough news for this week. Now it's time for Community Bulletin Board, or CBB.
Hi, and welcome to CBB. Our first CBB event comes from the Arlington Public Library. It's called Kids Club at Central, Native American Heritage Month, and it's for kids in kindergarten through grade 5. At each club meeting, they'll explore arts, books, crafts, and building through a different fun activity. This time, it's a chance to celebrate Native American Heritage Month and learn about jingle dress dancing in Jingle Dancer by Cynthia Leitich Smith. Afterward, they will learn and practice the jingle dance and other powwow dances. For the current policies on masking, see the library operations update. Space is limited, so attendance is first come, first served until event capacity is reached. For more information, call 703-228-5946. And that's on Wednesday, November 30th from 4:15 to 5 o'clock p.m. in the Quincy Room at Arlington Central Library, 1015 North Quincy Street. Our next event is for families. It's a Fort C.F. Smith Park walking tour. Fort C.F. Smith was one of the last Union forts built to protect Washington during the Civil War. You'll learn about the park's history, the role of the fort, and the soldiers stationed there in the Civil War. Registration is required. You can call John McNair at 703-228-5000 4775. And that's on Saturday, December 3rd, from 10:30 to 11 o'clock a.m. at Fort C.F. Smith Park, 2411 North 24th Street. Next up, in the spring of 2017, artist Anne Rowland documented Arlington's waterfront, beginning with the county line at Chain Bridge all the way to 4 Mile Run. Comprised of multiple images digitally assembled from both an iPhone and a remotely triggered point-and-shoot camera attached to a 20-foot-tall bamboo pole, Rowland's photographs captured the diversity of Arlington's Potomac River waterfront, from bucolic forests to urban parks. The boundary defined by the Potomac is part of Arlington's network of public spaces and a future potential focus area for public art. View north from Chainbridge Road was acquired by Arlington Public Art's Portable Works Collection and can be viewed in the county boardroom at the Bosman Government Center at 2100 Clarendon Boulevard. The series was originally created for the Art on the Art Bus program that brings art out into our community by showcasing an artist's work on one of Arlington Transit's art buses. The project is curated by Arlington Cultural Affairs, a division of Arlington Economic Development, which delivers programs as Arlington Arts. This exhibition will be presented on a large outdoor screen in a breezeway at Mason Exhibitions Arlington and will be available to view 24 hours a day. The event runs from Saturday, December 3rd through Wednesday, January 11th, 24 hours a day at Mason Exhibitions Arlington, 3601 Fairfax Drive. Our next CBB event is for families. It's called Winter Insect Exploration. Many insects are active during the winter. Join a naturalist for a bug hunt as you explore the forest in search of active insects. You can meet at 1200 North George Mason Drive. Registration is required, so call Ken Rosenthal at 703-228-2403. That's on Saturday, December 3rd from 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock p.m. at Lacey Woods Park, North George Mason Drive and Washington Boulevard. Our final CBB event is for families. It's called White-Tailed Deer Campfire. The whole family is invited to join in at the Gulf Branch Fire Ring for lots of old-fashioned fun. This engaging program will be filled with entertaining activities that may include stories, special animal guests, games, songs, and, of course, s'mores. Staff will provide the marshmallows, chocolate, and graham crackers at a cost of $5. Registration is required, so you can call Ken Rosenthal at 703-228-2403. That's on Saturday, December 3rd from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m. at Gulf Branch Nature Center, 3608 North Military Road. Now it's time for 55 Plus News.
Howdy, and welcome to 55 Plus News. Our first event is another 55 Plus Walk. You gotta stay active with friendly walking companions. You'll explore nearby trails and neighborhoods in a safe, socially distant manner. Destinations may be changed or excursions canceled for inclement weather. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. You will need to get the exact meetup location anyway, but it'll be in the Westover neighborhood. The activity number is 911-106-13, and that's on Wednesday, November 30th from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Now, if you're getting tired of all that walking, you might consider the 55 plus Tour de Friends Bike Club. Their message is pretty much the same. Stay active with friendly biking companions. You'll explore nearby trails and neighborhoods, still in a safe, socially distant manner, which is easier on bikes. Ride distances are between 10 and 25 miles, and durations vary. Destinations may be changed or excursions canceled for inclement weather. You'll need to get the exact meetup location, but this one will be in the Reston Town Center area. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 911-206-11. That's on Monday, December 5th from 9 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock noon. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Our next event is about the responsibilities of an executor. If you are the executor of a will, there are several steps you must take to complete the responsibilities associated with that role. Elder law attorney Ed Zetlin will review the steps necessary for the closure of an estate. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 911-404-07, and that's on Wednesday, November 30th from 11 o'clock a.m. to 12 o'clock noon. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. This is a virtual event. Our next 55 plus event is called Karaoke. Calling all singers and stars in Arlington to come on out and perform your favorite songs. Sing along as they project your song lyrics on a big screen. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 911-890-04, and that's on Wednesday, November 30th from 4 o'clock to 5:30 p.m. at Arlington Mill Community Center, 909 South Dinwiddie Street. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. Finally, are you concerned that prescription costs have increased as your health needs change? Do you have new prescriptions or some not covered by your current Part D plan? Medicare open enrollment for Part D prescription drug plans and Part C Medicare Advantage plans runs through December 7th, so you still got some time. Medicare plans can make changes every year to their costs and formulary, which is the lists of drugs they cover. Join a Virginia Insurance Counseling and Assistance Program representative for information on Medicare open enrollment and how to effectively use the Medicare Plan Finder and other tools to maximize your savings. You can register online at the Parks and Recreation website. The activity number is 911-503-05, and that's on Thursday, December 1 from 10:30 to 11:30 a.m. at Langston Brown 55 Plus Center, 2121 North Culpeper Street. You gotta be 55 and up, and 55 plus membership is required. If you don't feel like going out, there's a virtual version too. Just use activity number 911-503-06. Anyway, that's all I got for 55 plus news.
And now some commentary. We received an email from the Arlington County government with the headline, "Shop local in Arlington and save money with open rewards." The pertinent extracts included the following. Arlington residents can support small businesses while saving money this holiday season with the new Open Rewards program. This customer rewards program, launched as a partnership between Arlington Economic Development's Biz Launch and technology company Blue Dot, encourages shoppers to earn cash back rewards while spending at local small businesses. The program aims to incentivize consumers to shop locally and stimulate economic recovery after nearly 3 years of retail challenges from the COVID-19 pandemic. Open Rewards launched in Arlington on November 16th and will continue through the holiday season. According to BizLaunch Director Tara Palacios, this effort not only helps Arlington small businesses, but also allows the consumers to earn cash-back rewards by supporting them. In today's economy, when everyone is watching their spending, this effort is a win-win for businesses and consumers. BizLaunch has invested $5,000 from existing funds to pilot Open Rewards, and Arlington is the first community on the East Coast to participate in the program. Consumers can enroll in the program by downloading Blue Dot's Open Rewards app to their smartphone and add payment cards to their accounts or upload receipts from small business merchants. There is no cost for businesses or consumer to participate in Open Rewards, and Arlington local businesses in the personal service, restaurant, and retail sectors are automatically enrolled. Each transaction earns 5% in rewards, which then can be used to support more small businesses. Small businesses that would like to be added to the program can do so by visiting Blue Dot's website. That ends the message. This strikes us as a curious message to receive from Arlington's government, as it seems uncomfortably close to a kind of advertising. In addition, we note that the consumers who may benefit are limited to those who are wealthy enough to afford smartphones and sufficiently tech-savvy to be comfortable using them for financial purposes. It appears that those who are less well off will still be obliged to pay full price. Something else we wonder about: exactly how is the $5,000 from BizLaunch being spent, and how long will it last?
And that concludes our program for this week. We will be back next week with more news from Arlington. Meanwhile, be careful, be safe, and be well.